Story Spectacular.
Today's show is titled The Flea Circus. If you enjoy the episode, remember to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes.
Who wants a story?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go!
Welcome to Story Spectacular. I'm your host, Angie. Today, we're going to hear a story about a magnificent miniature circus. I wonder what sorts of tiny triumphs we will see. Let's begin our story now. Step right up and grab your magnifying glass to watch the greatest show on earth. It's time for the Flea Circus! I'm your ringmaster, Raleigh, the fabulous flea in the top hat. For our first act, we have Zippy, a very coordinated flea riding a unicycle. Hey, Zippy, where did you find such a tiny unicycle anyway?
Well, I picked it up from a flea market, of course.
Haha, of course. And now look, Zippy is zipping along on his unicycle while juggling 3 green peas. Amazing! Up next, we have Veezy, the very brave fly tamer.
Easy now.
Wow, Veezy, how are you going to tame such a ferocious beast?
Well, naturally, I'm going to use a flea collar.
Look at her go! She lassoed the flea collar around that ferocious fly with the greatest of ease. Now it's time for Waddle, the tightrope walking flea. Here comes Waddle now, holding a toothpick for balance while attempting to walk across the tightrope.
Whoa.
Don't fall, Waddle.
Yee.
Wait, it looks like he has an itch he wants to scratch. Steady, Waddle, you're almost there. Whoop, whoop, he made it across. That was phenomenal. Up next, it's Golly attempting the high dive. Golly will jump from the incredible height of 2 inches into the pool of water. Drum roll, please.
Whee!
Golly gee, that sure was one giant flea hop into the water. Here comes Boomer, the flying flea, and his miniature cannon. Say, Boomer, I didn't think fleas could fly.
Well, I may not have wings, but this cannon will send me soaring.
Ready? 1, 2, flea, go! Would you look at that? Boomer flew right out of the circus tent. For our fantastic Flea Circus finale, we have Topsy and Flopsy, the incredible trapeze twins. Look at them go!
They float through the air with the greatest of ease, the daring young fleas on the flying trapeze. Their actions are graceful, all fleas they do please, and my heart they have stolen away.
We float through the air with the greatest of ease, the daring young fleas on the flying trapeze. Our actions are graceful, all fleas we do please, and your hearts we have stolen away.
They're swinging, they're soaring, they're flipping, they're tipping. Such amazing acrobats. Let's hear it for the fleas on the trapeze. Let's hear it for all the fantastic fleas. That's all for the Flea Circus. I'm your ringmaster, Raleigh, the fabulous flea in the top hat. I hope to flea you all again real soon. What a fantastic Flea Circus. That certainly was the best miniature show I've ever been to. If you love extraordinary stories, you may enjoy reading an extraordinary book. Ordinary books are for reading and looking at pictures, but this is no ordinary book. This is an extraordinary book. Available for Kindle and paperback at storyspectacular.com/books.
Raleigh G, that sounds extraordinary.
Now we're going to hear from another fabulous friend. It's time for Animail, where we read listener mail from our animal friends. This Animail comes from our listener, Chloe the Koala. Chloe writes, Dear Angie and friends, my name is Chloe and I'm a koala. I live in Australia in a eucalyptus forest. I'm writing because I just heard the episode Fly Home, Birdie. This story reminded me of my good bird friend. She's a magpie named Maggie. She comes to visit Australia every winter. We even have picnics together too. Maggie the magpie loves pie. Her favorite pie to make is Lily Pilly pie. It goes great with a glass of iced eucalyptus tea. Thanks again for the show. I can't wait to hear more episodes of Story Spectacular. Sincerely, Chloe the Koala. Thanks for the listener mail, Chloe. Looking forward to reading more Animail from our animal listeners soon. We had a tiny yet triumphant show today. We went to the Flea Circus, the most stupendous small show around. We also heard from our listener, Chloe the Koala, and learned about another kind of forest friendship. I think little creatures are simply wonderful.
Story Spectacular.
Story Spectacular is written and hosted by Angela Ferrari. To learn more about the show and to purchase original children's books, go to storyspectacular.com. Stay up to date with all things spectacular. Follow Story Spectacular on Twitter and Instagram at Storytacular. We even have a Story Spectacular Facebook page where you can see illustrations from the show. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. This helps our show climb the charts so that others can listen to spectacular stories too. Thanks for listening.
Come back soon.